Hi there, Sean. It's Marcy. I'm recording your video for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it short, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 things that you guys could do today to your site to help bring in more work, bring in more customers, get your site before you're in front of more potential customers. The 3 things that I'm going to go over are content, citations, and backlinks. So what I mean by content, and before I forget here, I want to point out, noticing up here that your site's not secure. It's not as important as the 3 things I'm going to show you here as far as rankings go, but Google is giving preference in their rankings to sites that are secure over not. So, you definitely want to let whoever's managing this know and tell them to secure up your site for you. Now, I'm starting with the content. What I mean by content is the words, the pictures that you have on the home page of your site. See, when somebody types something into the search browser, the search term I've used for this example and across all these tools is roofing company Victoria. So when somebody types that in, Google's going to go out and they're going to crawl the web and they want to serve up the most relevant results. So for that reason, they like to see 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on a home page. They want to keep searchers on their search engine. So that's why they're looking to serve up the most relevant results. That's how they make their money. So they don't want them to leave. So if they're they go out there and they crawl and they come across a site in the market and one has, 100 words, couple hundred words, and the other one's got, 1,000 to 1,500, they're going to see the guy with 1,000 as being the expert. Therefore, they're going to rank them higher. All in the hopes of keeping somebody on their search engine. So you want this content to be keyword rich. You want it to be unique, not plagiarized. The nice thing about it is that mass majority of your competitors are not going to have probably a lot of content either. So it's one of those things that's pretty easily beatable. Pictures are content also. Let's see. So see, that picture is named G35. You want to match that up with what, you could call that picture just as easily roofing companies Victoria. So that's, an example of a missed opportunity of just telling Google, this is what we do here. So you definitely add more content. Lots of room for that. The next thing I'll go to is backlinks. What a backlink is it's a link from a third-party site coming into your site. So the easiest way to understand this is if you just think of the internet as being a popularity contest. So when another site votes for you, aka gives you a link back to your site, that in turn is going to, moves your site up through the search engines. Google sees you as being the popular one. You've got all these links, but in saying that, not all links are created equal, so quality is definitely going to rule out over volume, sheer number of them. You want to have them coming from trusted sites. You want them to be relevant to what it is you do, etc. So when I put your site, and what I did was I grabbed the #1 ranking site on the first page here so I could do a comparison. You can see how why, right? Like why they're there. So with your site, I see that you've got 9 referring domains linking back to yours, giving you 18 backlinks. You're being found for 33 words, and you're roughly getting, 4 visitors to your site organically. Comparing that, and you can see what the benefit of being in that #1 spot. They've got 70 being found for a couple hundred words, and they're roughly getting 100 visitors to their site, and it's really just from sitting in that #1 spot. And they're continuing. You can see how they've just kind of kept at it, and that, that's a nice natural looking, progression. They've been on the site for quite a while, but they have a really strong backlink system. But anything is beatable, right? You just figure out what they do, and you do more. You get stronger links, etc. So the third thing I'm going to talk about is citations. A citation is a place on the internet where you're going to find, Google's going to find, and you're going to find your exact business name and address listed. So this map listing here, the Google My Business listing, is an example of what a citation is. Now it shows, as I just pointed out, how backlinking, have a nice strong backlink profile is helping to push you up to be #1 in the organics. The number of citations seems to be very powerful in helping to push you up in the map listing, as well as having a well-optimized listing itself. There's not just one factor, but definitely the more places that your business is cited is going to contribute to being there. Now there's tools that you can, I'll just let you know about this one because you might want to take a look yourself. All of these things you can do yourself. Go to the top businesses, go to a comparison, and you can see where your, again, same search I used, Victoria companies, roofing companies Victoria, and so it shows you where all of your competitors are listing their businesses, and you can go ahead and list your business in the same thing. Again, it's whitespark.ca. You got a couple free searches a day, so you wouldn't even have to subscribe to go take a look at that, to the paid services. So I'm going to leave it at that, Sean. Not going to overly geek out on you. I just wanted to give you some pointers. Go ahead and use these tips. I will follow up to make sure that you did in fact get the video. So we'll talk to you soon.